ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lindell is suing the FBI for onion rings. You know, he wants his lawsuit paid.
Mike Lindell.
Yes, Mike. We like to call him Mike Pillow, it's nice of you to bring on somebody that you mock openly to their face who pays for your show.
Armor-piercing shell.
The armoire-piercing shell of Mike Pillow.
You're going to break some news.
How you really got to watch Benny Johnson? Yeah, we'll grab something of his eventually. His stuff's like, I mean, I don't want to do a whole show of somebody, so I'll find a clip or something. He's definitely one of their like loudest voices. That's how you're a rising star on the right, is you just keep talking loudly and just gish gallop. You get like king of the gish gallop.
News today. Obviously this audience loves you. And
obviously they love and support you using promo code don't nasty spot.
Support you. Tell us what's going on.
By the way, I'm not the only one who started noticing that he's wearing makeup every day.
Well, everybody, I've been on the phone with the...
What phone would that be? Not your phone, I guess.
For the last 3 hours with some of the best lawyers in the country, Alan Dershowitz, Andrew Parker, Kurt Olson, amongst...
So have all of them gotten massages at Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan apartment, or just Dershowitz? Whether you believe Dershowitz's bullshit, I left my underwear on and it was an old lady nonsense, like Jeffrey Epstein would ever have an old lady giving massages in his fucking home. Let me reiterate one of the weirdest fucking points about getting a massage at your friend's house, much less getting a massage at a client's house. What the fuck? I don't buy any of that shit. Not fucking happening. Like, it doesn't, none of it.
What can we do with what happened on
Hardee Day?
With this seizure of my phone, this FBI corruption and
what corruption would that be? By the way, just saying the FBI is corrupt, fuck you. First of all, the FBI are acting on behalf of the Department of Justice. So if you're saying the Department of Justice is corrupt or what they're after you for, that's what, plaintiffs say, defendants will say. That's totally, you have the right to say it. But the idea that they are somehow corrupt because they're carrying out what they're supposed to do because they got a lawful search warrant and they've been put on this investigation on purpose. And it's about Tina Peters fleeing a felony warrant.
We are suing, as you're hearing it here first, everybody.
Yes, right. Thank God.
Everybody, we're suing the United States government and the FBI.
Because you're just tired of having what little money you have left?
And this isn't just to get the phone back. This is...
No, of course not. This is for emotional distress. I didn't even get to finish my onion rings.
This is my First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights were broken in the constitutional right.
I have the freedom of speech gives me the right to collude with another person via text and conspire to commit a felony. My Fourth Amendment rights, well, they got a search warrant, first search and seizure, and you're going to be a material witness for a grand jury, and that's part of it. So, not so much.
And this needs to go everywhere.
It needs to go everywhere. I agree.
We're not going to put up with this.
Yes, you are. The way you're going to put up with this is by hiring lawyers and going through the process, and you will sit and be a witness in this grand jury, and you will testify. And just like your attorney saying, give them the goddamn phone, you will absolutely put up with it. You are in the process of putting up with this.
We're not going to be the Gestapo like in Nazi Germany.
You're not? Oh, well, that's reassuring. I was a little worried that you might be. This Does this motherfucker think that the Gestapo took Anne Frank's phone? We are here just to unplug this phone. You will not be making any friendly phone calls anytime soon. We'll give you the phone back, but you have to file some paperwork after we have a good long look at it.
Steve, this is, we're being proactive. I was on the phone with these attorneys. I said no.
Not being proactive. You're being reactive, dumb fuck. If you were proactive, again, his attorneys would have told him ahead of time, hey, they're giving out subpoenas for the phones and other stuff that belong to people who are involved in this. And we know because we've been talking to you and we've been involved in all this shit that you've got a private plane and flew her out of Colorado to your fucking event when there was a warrant for her arrest. And then you hid her for a while. If you were proactive, you would have negotiated to turn over your phone at a time at which, of your choosing. This is reactive. Jesus. Thank you, Lavish Love Story. By the way, don't forget, you're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. Become a Patreon supporter today. Patreon.com/Hal Sparks. Also, Super Chats, Facebook stars, and of course, subscribe on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you a dime. Help us out. If you can't help us out, I understand. But if you can at all, there's also Venmo. Venmo. It should be Venme, actually. Venmo me. Blah, 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 blah. It's too much tongue jutting when I do clips of Mike Lindell.
Sue, what can we do?
You can wait and get your fucking phone back after they've copied it.
We got all the lawyers on the phone. They looked up all these statutes. We're going to go to places where no man has gone before.
Moon River. What are you going to do? Have a powwow in a Hardee's bathroom? What are you talking about? No man has gone before. We're going to make up laws that they violated.
This will set a precedent.
No, it won't.
This has to stop. Nobody gets to bash people's door down and you get 40 seconds to answer your door.
Yeah, you didn't. You got pulled over in front of a fucking Hardee's, and that was a lie. You're relating someone else's story. That's not what happened here at all.
Nobody gets to corner and take a phone away of a private citizen, their company phone, so and their hearing aids, everything else. Everything I had was in that phone.
Yeah, that's why they took it, shithead. We're hearing this for the first time. It's the same shit we heard yesterday.
All these businesses, My Pillow, My Store, Frank Speech, passwords to be able to do money wires that I can't do right now. Those aren't in any cloud. I mean,
you don't have an accountant?
This has got to stop, Steve, and we're going to do it.
Do what?
Mike, I'm so proud of you. This is why I call you the armor-piercing shell.
Because I only have 3 military references, and I have to rotate them like an old box of crayons, where I only have the unused ones left.
This is why they're targeting you. You understand this, but
yeah, they're targeting you not because you helped a woman flee a felony warrant and bragged about it, but because they just want Hardee's to make money.
But listen. The FBI we know from our childhood and from our youth and all the great things they did. That's all that, and they got these phony shows on that. That's all got to stop.
First of all, from their childhood, that was the Hoover years when they were like wiretapping MLK. Fuck you. The FBI of my childhood is pretty good, but the FBI of their childhood was the worst it ever was.
These phony shows they have on NBC and the MSNBC, guys, we're going to take your pensions and we're going to take your security clearances, and we're tired of you whining and belly aching about, they're saying bad things about us, because you're doing bad things.
You're doing a bad thing. You're stopping the flow of business in a Hardee's drive-through in Port Knuckle, Iowa.
Doing evil things.
Evil things. That's the one thing, if you ever watch The Exorcist, one of the scariest things is when the demon that's inside her provides a legally obtained search warrant and takes the priest's phone while chit-chatting with him over onion rings. It's evil. Just evil. So as to say evil.
People understand this. Mike, once again, Mike Lindell's on offense.
He's on offense. That's why he's responding to them taking the phone. No, he's not. He's on defense. He's literally a defendant. It would seem he's not on what the. How do you even say this without being embarrassed?
He's not going to sit there because they're coming.
He is sitting there. He's literally sitting there. He's sitting there. And you know what he's going to do after this segment's over? He's going to keep sitting there. He's fucking sitting there, dumbass. You're sitting there. He's sitting there like an armor-piercing shell that's never fired.
For you. They're coming for you.
No, they're really not.
Lindell, tell me one more time. You got Dershowitz. What are you doing specifically about the FBI and about?
Yeah, what are you doing offensively to defend yourself against the thing that they did first that you're responding to by being on the offense, by taking the fight to the people who fought you?
About these kick down the door raids.
These kick down the door raids. Everybody, drop your onion rings. Get on the floor. FBI. Is that, ma'am, keep your hands away from the rich, thick shake. Is that an Angus burger? God damn, it smells so good.
We like I say, we had all the lawyers for over 2 hours. They might even still be on the phone.
Yeah, they're what's it called? Sitting there.
I said
they're literally taking it sitting down. I don't think any of them stood up during the whole fucking thing.
I want this done now.
And they were like, yeah, okay, we'll get right on that. Can you wire us money right now? I don't have my passwords. Well, let us know.
I don't want this to sit back and everybody go, okay, well, might do this or might do that. All the lawyers were in agreement. We're going to go do it. Set a precedent. We're going on the offense. We're suing the United States government.
And
the FBI.
And the Postal Service. And the Pennsylvania Dutch. And we're suing ducks because I did not bag my limit. And they broke my rights, my First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment. How so?
And they broke our constitutional rights. We are going on the offense, and this is going to stop. The whole world better be watching this because.
No. I'm going to guess that since you could only, how many, if you're on Facebook, sound off. Just let me know real quick. Hi, Facebook people. I just want to say in the chat room, emoji or give a thumbs up. Let me know that you're there because I just want to check something, if I may. It takes a moment. There's always a little bit of a delay when I ask this and when it starts to show up. Just for the hi, there you go. Hi, Facebook. There you go. Look at that. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. A bunch of them hopping in. There you go. Hello. There you go. This is Facebook. There you go. Popping in. There's more. I'm just saying for the record, I got about 15 times more people on my Facebook page right now, and I'm on multiple sites than he had when he was telling his whole goddamn inside scoop of how the FBI Hardee raid went down.
We're going to stop this now. Otherwise, they're coming for all of us.
No, there really aren't. None of us, not many of us, aid and abet a federal fugitive who was trying to steal election technology.
They're coming for you. When I said the comment to the FBI, I said, why don't you just come and bash my door down like you did the people in Colorado, like Sharona Bishop? And when that FBI guy says, well, she didn't answer her door fast enough. 42 seconds, everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't that's her story. 42 fucking seconds? No fucking way. No way. It took her 42 seconds while she was homeschooling her kids and her husband was in the basement and someone knocks at the door and she, from the kitchen where she alleges she was, she got her boys upstairs into their room and got her daughter dressed, and her husband came upstairs and went to the door in under 42 seconds. I don't know how fucking small that house is. I call bullshit. Nonsense.
So if they come knocking on your door, You better have a little timer there and get it there before 40 seconds is up. It's disgusting. We're not going to let this happen in our.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, they didn't have to do that. You went duck hunting and they pulled you over in a Hardee's. Nobody gives a shit.
Country, all because I want these machines, these electronic voting machines gone to help save our country. And this is what you get your privacy invaded and taken away. A phone.
No, has nothing to do with this fucking blather. It has to do with the fact that Tina Peters had taken an oath. She violated that oath. She engaged in criminality, and then she fled the state, and you helped her. That's it. Has nothing to do. Doesn't matter what the fuck you were talking about. It literally doesn't. The topic of your discussions and how it went and what it was about, I don't care if it was about fucking Mormonism or fucking ancient aliens or like meme stocks. Nobody gives a fuck. The topic is not what you're in trouble for. And this asshole is just a material witness. The subpoena is about his connection to her. And more than likely, he's going to be allowed to plead out in his part just because he's fucking dumb.
See, they could have said, hey, give us some phone records. I said, and okay, I don't care. I've already given them out in these lawsuits with Dominion. And
that's a civil case, fucko. And they can sue you for more stuff. This is federal. This is a crime. This is criminal. They're not going to ask for part of the evidence. I mean, they could have asked me for just like the trigger of my gun. I would have given it to them, after I was done wiping it down. Or the barrel, which may or not be the one that was in it when it was fired. And I would have given it to them after a period of time when I was able to leave the state, purchase a new one, bring it over and say, what? Here it is. Shut the fuck up.
Instead, they did this on purpose, made a big scene in Mankato, Minnesota, surrounded me like...
There's never been a big scene in Mankato, Minnesota. I'm just saying. That's what qualifies. 3 cars pulling over another car in the parking lot of a Hardee's. That's a big scene in Mankato, Minnesota.
Humiliate you. By the way, Mike Lindell has nothing to hide. It's not the point about having nothing to hide. He runs his business. That phone is his.
Yeah, and he'll get it back. But it's also evidence of a crime.
Phone is his, and what's in that phone is his to run his business.
Yeah, and BTK had a van that he used in his work with ADT, putting security systems in it. He worked in security for the people of Wichita, Kansas. And he needed that van to drive around to his job, okay? And stage his multiple murders, but also to do his job. And so if they take that van away, how is he going to do his job? Part of Ted Bundy's job was outside of the law offices upstairs from the courtroom where he was being tried. That open window that he climbed out of and hid for 3 days in the woods, that was just him retaining his own spiritual counsel with trees.
And Ray and Merrick Garland had to approve this. Merrick Garland had to approve this. Garland...
No, he didn't have to approve it. He really didn't. Mike Pillow is not that fucking important.
This is why I say there's no substitute for victory. We went on November 8th. That little squirrel Garland's going to get impeached. Chris Wray's going to get impeached or terminated.
Nope.
The way we do...
Yeah, the fucking... Even if they got Congress and the Senate, they couldn't get rid of Chris Wray.
Do this is to punch back at the ballot box, and Mike Lindell is going to take the lead in punching back and using the Constitution of the United States.
Yes, and the multiple millions of dollars that he's made selling pillows on Fox News to pay lawyers to bullshit him out of more money. Like, if we used to think that Mike Lindell was a gullible sap, he's an asshole. He's not a nice person. That ship has sailed. Bannon was never a nice person. He takes advantage of him. And again, you almost felt bad back in the day, but now knowing that he's a prick, I don't care. It's just it's like watching an alligator fight an anaconda, and you're like, I don't care. As long as they're not, while they're attacking each other, they're not attacking me.
Mike, I couldn't be prouder of you.
Well, agreed. I mean, there's a glass ceiling on on Mike Lindell related pride.
I know you're such a good man and your lived Christianity is
No.
inspiring.
No, it isn't. I call bullshit. No. He wears the pin. He's got the fucking lion Jesus painting. But it's not Jesus TM, fucker.
But I know they mess with the wrong guy. When you got to go pretty deep in the woods to hit his tripwire, but once you hit it,
his tripwire. Yeah, he's the armor-piercing shell, but he's rigged to blow, and he's the claymore of Jesus.
This guy will never back down.
Yeah, he did. They said, give him your phone, and he was like, do I have to? And his lawyer said, give him your phone. And he was like, okay, and he gave him their phone. They have his phone. He backed down. His other trial, by the way, his other lawsuit was thrown out of court. He didn't show up there and go, I'm here for court. He went, they what? That's it. Yeah, Rambo Lindell, like the Claymore moment in the second to last Rambo. Good stuff.
And I'm gonna tell you.
By the way, kudos to Stallone for doing the forest running that he did at his age. Period.
You take. I'm long Mike Lindell against the FBI.
Okay. Yeah, double down. You know what I mean? We'll give you odds on that.
Mike, how do people go and find out more about this? Where do they go?
Go to Frank's Speech, everybody. Get the app. Download the app. Go to frankspeech.com.
Why?
There's so much information there now. We're going to be posting this lawsuit when we get it filed. But you got my word. We're getting it done.
Yeah, I don't doubt you're going to file something, shithead. You're paying mercenary lawyers who will tell you whatever you fucking want to hear. It's not going anywhere.
Real fast. I told those lawyers, we got to get it done now. We're not
before they find all the shit on my phone.
Going to let
Too late.
them do this to other people.
You're not going to stop the FBI from serving legally obtained warrants for material witnesses in federal cases for searches and seizures of electronic devices. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're stopping it now.
No, you're not.
This is not right. And what they did, no, this was a company phone. I want everybody to realize this.
This is not the sales point you think it is, fucko. All this does is point out again that this fucker put all of his employees on the line while he was criming with Tina Peters.
This was my store, my pillow.
It's your ass is what it is.
You know, my employees, it's like almost like they're going after my own employees.
No, they're not. You are. You fucking prick. You're selling your own employees up the river. You're using them. Step down as CEO, take your fucking money, spend it however the fuck you want, find somebody in your staff who's got a nice friendly look about them and an honest way about them, and have them do the ads, you egomaniacal prick. Nonsense. He is using his employees as a human shield against his nonstop blathering about the 2020 bullshit.
They're going out there trying to destroy us.
No, they're not. You are destroying them by dragging them down with you.
And and I want to thank you, Steve.
No doubt.
I want to thank you guys yesterday. You guys, all my employees. The orders came in from the war room using your promo code war.
Oh, fuck you. He's just and then we go, this is like Glenn Beck's fucking book sale shit. This all turns into a segment to sell pillows. Fuck this. I'm not even letting him finish that part.
War room, Steve.
Mike Lindell.
Oops, hold on. Where was it? Hold on. Back up.
And those sheets that you guys all bought, they're awesome.
Shut the fuck up.
And don't forget, we got the coffee.
Oh my God. This is, if anything, exemplifies how this motherfucker is just financially, he made a decision a while ago that the maggot crowd is a guaranteed audience, that they will buy your shit out of anger. just if you tell them that the left or fucking Democrats or whoever, the commies, the Marxists, whoever they don't like are coming for you and they're trying to destroy you, they will buy your shit even if they don't need it with the expendable income that a lot of them don't even fucking have. There's a guy taking it seriously.
We're never backing off.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're totally backing off. This is not going to amount to a fucking hill of beans. Dershowitz and these other pricks are going to take his money and they're going to spend it, and I don't care. I do not care. He's grifting on his own products. Every time he has a chance to distance his employees and his business away from this bullshit, he drags it right back in. Both of these are aligned. Always. It's been a grift. It will stay a grift. And this motherfucker will take anyone down with him that he can. It's the most Trumpy thing about him. By the way, you're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide, which I think shows taste and breeding on your part. Like it, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show in any way you can. Venmo, subscribe today. If you're on Twitch, use Amazon Prime. It doesn't cost you a dime. I'm just saying, there's that.